Good morning, Ashley Courtney here, and this morning I'm going to do a talk through tutorial, which means I'm just going to talk to you while I'm doing my makeup on camera, and it's going to be about how to do a halo eye, and I'm really excited. This is one of my very favorite looks to achieve. Basically what you're doing is creating a more round shape with your eye, less cat-like, and let me smooth that out, less cat-like or almond shape, a little bit more round, and you will be achieving the look by doing a darker inner corner, a darker outer corner, and a lighter middle all the way around. So we will smoke it out all the way around the eye. So the first thing I do when I start is I want to make sure to set my eyelids. I have concealer there, so I take No Color powder and I set my eyelid. This is going to help with the blendability of the shadows. The next thing I'm going to do is start with a lighter transition color. I'm going to be using a palette that I created for myself from Limelight by Alcone. And I'm going to start with a lighter color kind of like this so that we can start to transition. So I'm just going to pick a little bit of it up onto a wide fluffy brush. So this brush is wide and it has bristles that are kind of splayed out. What that's going to do is help the color to get kind of all over. It won't be concentrated as much. So I'm going to start in the outer corner, picking up a little bit more as I go along, and I'm barely touching my eyelid, but I'm making small circles. This is going to help to blend. I'm going to go up and about to the middle of the outer third part. And I drag a little bit on top because we want that transition, and it's starting on the brow bone. So a little bit on the top. And I'm just working that pigment all the way back and forth. I know it doesn't look like much is there yet. We will make sure that happens. You just continue to build in this area. And then you're going to take it all the way down to the inner corner with the same color. And you start to build that color in there. Up to the brow bone to connect that transition color. So what you'll do is get that color kind of put on there, and you'll see we're kind of hollowing out that crease. And we have a nice transition from our skin to where our eyeshadow starts, okay? Now, we are gonna go ahead and go to the other eye. It's important that you do this with both eyes at the same time. I find that it helps me personally to be a little more even. Helps my eyeshadow look like I did it at the same time. Sometimes I find it difficult to get them the exact same. So getting that color up above on the brow bone. Okay? Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is pick up a little bit darker of a color. I'm going to go in with this color now, okay? See? So we have a darker color on here, and I'm using the same brush. So I'm just going to start to place that pigment and start using those small circles. And I'm not going to drag this one up and above, just keeping it back. Sometimes I like to pull it out. And I'm making those small circles. We can clean up anything that falls down. Keep your damp Blender handy. So we're just gonna build this color in this outer corner. I'm gonna lightly drag. And you can see it kind of naturally starts to come down from the motion that we're making. That's okay, you want that anyway. Now same thing on the inner corner. Now the way that you hold your brush is important. If you hold your brush like this, you're gonna push the color out. You wanna be sure you're pushing the color in on that inner corner. So you'll see that the pattern that we've created is dark, light, dark. Just kind of blending with this very lightly. And I go underneath. Now what you want to do at this point is let's clean up around it just a little bit before I go to the other eye. So I have my damp Blender-Full with a little bit of concealer that I'd used on my face, and I'm just going to clean right up underneath here, okay? Nothing fancy. So we've created this pattern here. I want to make sure I get it down into that lash line. The lash line is important, so that you're not necessarily in the crease, you're down on the full inner corner, okay? Okay, now at this point I want to clean up around, so I'm going to take a clean brush, pick up this color out of this palette, which is Cream Boat. It is very, very light, and I'm just going to clean up a little bit before I move on to my other eye. So at this point I'm going to do the same thing and start building that dark color in the outer corner of this eye using those little small circles, just like we've been doing. And creating that real nice depth that you want. Now you can do a halo eye like this with really any colors. You can do bright, you can do dark. I love this combination for fall with a nice dark brown, light brown, and then I'm going to put a shimmer color in the center. I love it for fall. I think it's beautiful. So I'm just cleaning up just like we did on the other one. I'm going to take this same brush, go into that white, and just clean it up. Okay, so at this point you want to take a look. Make sure that you're pretty even. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is take a paddle brush similar to the one I used with the white, and I'm going to go in with a shimmer color. I'm going to use the color Crystal from our limited edition Dream On palette. You could use any shimmer that you have. This one is a very nice light, can be used as a highlight color. I love it for the middle of my halo eyes because it is so gorgeous. But you just apply this color there. Then I'm not going to pick up any more pigment but I'm just gonna kind of blend these together. Because you want that layered effect, but you want that to be distinct, but still blended. We don't want the harsh lines. So, just gonna go back and forth and blend it until you're happy with it. You can deepen up that inner corner some more. Now the better you get at this technique, the more colors you can play with. It will be a go-to, I promise you. It is absolutely, it is so fun. Once you like get it down and it's something that you're really loving to do. Okay, so now that we have this applied, I just want to tell you a little bit about eyeliner with this look. The type of eyeliner that you should use with this look is not necessarily a wing. You've worked hard to create this kind of round shape with your eye. Don't mess it up by going in with a winged liner. You can, obviously, I mean, you can do whatever you want. But I personally prefer just a normal kind of line look. Okay, so now I go in with that same color that I placed in the lid, and I place it right in the center on the bottom. So we've carried that all the way around, okay? So now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of concealer, clean it up, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of eyeshadow. We make sure and keep it nice and light. I mean a little bit of eyeshadow. I already did that. We want to do eyeliner. And we'll show you the finished look. So in terms of eyeliner, like I said, I like something that is going to be very kind of easy peasy. I'm taking the Perfect eyeliner from Limelight by Alcone, and I'm making a very thin line. And that's gonna be it. That's the only eyeliner that I'm gonna do here with this incredible eyeshadow look. If you wanted to do some on the bottom, you could do that. I myself am not. So that is a halo eye, guys. It is super fun. It is really nice. Play with colors, play with your shadow, figure out what the best halo eye look for you is, and attempt it. Show everyone what you can do. Again, my name is Ashley Courtney, and thank you for watching this tutorial.